Echo, what's my notification?
One new notification from Amazon. On Thursday, there's a chance of rain near you in North St. Paul, starting around 4 a.m. and continuing intermittently until around 9 a.m.
Alright, there you go. I will need you. Quite possibly you. And quite possibly you. So, first question to chat, even though nobody's here yet, is what can you make with piles of plastic and a mini pancake griddle? All right, I will be right back. Do I have a viewer yet? Let's see. I will check. Is it time? Oh, it's still 5 minutes. I am early to my own show. I had a viewer, but they're gone already. What? Actually, I have no idea. There might be somebody here already. If you're here, say hi in the chat. All right. I think since I have 5 minutes, I'm going to do a test with the mini griddle. Oh my goodness, look at this mess. It's not a mess, it's a pile of ideas. Yep. Oh, shoot. All right, there we go. There is a metal tweezer. There is a pancake maker. And what do I want to put in there? I think I'll put this in there to start. So, a 3D print fail, just some kind of spiral of some print that went crazy, and I'm just going to go like that. How very undramatic. Anticlimactic. Okay, good to know though, right? And then I'll just close it for a second. And we'll see what we get. Let's just see what we get. I wonder if it'll stick terribly or if it'll come right off or what the deal is. We'll find out in a minute here. Ooh, fun. Okay, so it's not melting and flattening out by itself, but look, I can now play with it. Okay, let's leave it in there a little longer. See what happens. Oh my goodness, I am roasting. That won't be good when it comes to wine tasting time, because that'll be, I'm already roasting, and then my cheeks will turn red even more. It'll be ridiculous. Completely ridiculous. Okay. Let's see what we got going in Pancake Maker. Wait, I gotta adjust my chair. A speck. Just a speck. Oh, 'tis roasting. 1.5 minutes till showtime. All right. Oh, shoot. All right. Whoops. No. Okay, let me shut this down. And this and this. Ooh. Okay, so let's peek. What do we got? Well, it doesn't turn all liquidy, which, I mean, that's a good thing. And it doesn't stick to the waffle maker, pancake maker. So that's a good thing. Cooled fairly quickly. That's some fun texture. All right, I think that means that I can do what I wanted with it, which is to keep texture, but flatten things like this. Because, wow, that's all I can say. This, oh, I'm way too close. There we go. This is a 3D print fail. And here, let me pull the little bits off. This whole black thing is a 3D print fail. I should move my camera out. Hang on, let's adjust a little. Let's adjust so we can see more of the table. What's going on? Okay, so the whole idea is that we take stuff like this that was a 3D print at one point and really just didn't work out so great, and keep it for texture, but get it to be flatter. So I'm gonna go ahead and chop this bit off and put this in there and see if we can see what we get if I flatten it out. I guess while I'm waiting for that, oh, you know what I gotta do? I gotta do this. Wine with Me Wednesday doesn't start soon. It starts right now. Oh, my mouse isn't working. There we go. Wait, there we go. Hide. There we go. We are official. Ta-da! Ta-da! Okay, so I think while I'm waiting on the stuff in the waffle machine, I'm gonna try to pull this apart. Oh. Oh. Somebody dinged. Let's find out who that was. Doo-doo-doo. Oh, okay, I see what happened. Somebody's dinging. Oh, I see. All right. Let's see. Oh, shoot. You know what? I don't think... I'm just blabbering. I'm trying to figure out how to get a new link to the feed. Copy link address. There we go. Edit post. Enter, enter. Paste. Oh, good grief. Save. Edit. Okay, Molly. And there you go, Molly. All right, Molly wanted to know how to get to my channel, and I don't know why that was so hard for me. But apparently I don't know how to get to my own channel. So there. Okay, let's see what we got in here. Smells like it's done. Oh, look at that. It's actually still melting and shrinking. Uh-oh. Why did you go out? Why did my light go off? Alright, I don't like that. I think that's flat enough. I do want some texture and stuff. Let's melt a few more things before we get going on the bigger parts of the art. I kind of want to leave this one as it is, but I don't know if I should. This one's very fluffy. I guess I'll melt it a little because I think it's going to just wreck stuff if I leave it the way it is. Okay. Okay. Pull off a little extraneous fluff and close it and see what we get. Well, hello, Molly. Okay, I'm not sure what's going on, but my work light keeps turning itself off. I am quite unhappy with this development. Unacceptable behavior. I think I probably have too many things plugged in, so I will not melt very many more things. Aww, look at that one. It shrunk terribly. How are you, Molly? I'm glad you could make it this time. I don't know what was with me last time. I didn't even put the link in the thing, did I? In the notice. I mean, I'm not actually advertising much yet, but you'd think I'd remember that I'm supposed to add the link, which is why I'm not advertising. I need practice. It's shrinking. Oh, how weird. I didn't know that would happen. Okay, let's just try maybe... I'm going to try this thing right here. Wait. I know one thing I wanted to try. So I did this blue one earlier. You're okay and it's okay. I appreciate it, Molly. Thank you. And we're going to do mixed media tonight and have some wine. And in preparation for the mixed media to come, I am melting plastic in a pancake maker. I want to try melting some different colors together. So, ow! So I stabbed myself with a tweezer. Ow! What else have we got here? Let's melt that piece and that piece. And then we'll have to turn this thing off because something is making my stuff turn off when I don't want it to. Oops. There we go. All right, let's see what happens with that. So I've got a really big mess here full of opportunities, but I don't really know how I'm supposed to make anything when the supplies are sitting all over my work surface. I have nowhere to work. I'm going to try to clear off a couple of things. Ooh, I'm going to throw this in there. Just 'cause. There's some things here that I don't really need at the moment. I can just pull them back up when we're ready. There we go. Now, all of this can go to the side. Good grief, Charlie Brown. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Da 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 da, what a mess. It is a pile of garbage. Literally, actually, this is literally a pile of garbage, and we're going to make it into something fabulous. I just know it. I just know it. All right, let's put those pieces separate so I remember where they are. And the fuzzy one, where did I put that? Oh, okay, wait. I put it in the pile to the side, but I want to keep it up there. What are you doing this evening, Molly? I almost called you Polly. That is not your name. Can I stretch this out? Ooh. That's kind of cool. Alright, we'll have to see what that does too. Alright, I'm going to unplug this thing because I have a feeling that this is what is causing my light trouble. Oh, okay. There we go. Ha ha hot. I'm gonna put that over on the edge of my desk to cool off. There we go. And we're gonna get busy. Yay! So I have prepared 3. I have prepared 3 different pieces. Molly, if you're having dizzy spells and taking it easy, doing sewing purses and doll clothes and working is not really taking it easy, Miss Lady. It's hard to do nothing though, isn't it? I hate trying to do nothing. I'm not good at it. Alright, so I'm going to get started on my first art piece. We're going to see how it goes. And the very first step to this is going to be cutting and gluing various pieces to here. So I will need a skizzer, and if anything gets too terribly difficult, maybe a trimmer and maybe some pliers. We're pulling out the heavy equipment this evening. Yeah, I hear you, Molly. I hear ya. I really don't know where I want to start, except that I'm going to start with something rather industrial. Since this fits exactly in this spot, I think I'm going to start with that because I can't really spend too much time fussing over what goes where. And tonight is all about me learning to do this anyway. So we're just going to stick a thing down. Like so. Let the gluiness begin. Let the gluiness begin. So are you sewing tonight? Right now? Are we crafting together? Is that what's happening? And if so, do you have a bottle of wine? Because it is Wine With Me Wednesday. Yuck. Alright, yeah, I'm gluey already. That's an awesome start. I think I want to get this on here. And I think I'm going to overlap it so that we can have a... Oh, it's a 73, not a 37. I think we'll just do that. I don't even know what that... I don't even know why, but I'm doing that. Yuck. Alright, so we're going industrial, which means that all of these things like this will be good. Weird stripes of weird shapes, lots of angles. It's all that's important right now. Oh! What's for dinner? What did you make me, Molly? What do I want to do? I want to chop this, I think, right there. There's actually a fellow artist I should have specifically invited to come tonight because she's part of the How Do You Do group that I do. And twice now she has received and then called out this like it looks like it's 3D printed. And she was right, of course, both times. So first of all, I want to know how she recognizes 3D printing so easily. I'm thinking, you know, that maybe she has one or somebody in her house does. And second of all, maybe she already has stuff she does with the garbage. Or maybe she'll think it's hilarious watching me trying to fight with it. Both things are true. It is hilarious to fight with this stuff. Oh, let's do this one. Oh, I like it there. Let's just put that right there. All right. All right, all right, all right. What else can we put on? This one for sure, but I already don't like the shapes I'm doing here. So I don't want to waste this super cool piece on something that I'm not happy with. Whatever. There will be more failures in the future. A lot of times Justin is lurking. So Justin, if you're lurking, get on those failures. I need more. I don't know how I can criticize this. I have 5 things glued down. And this is only one layer, and it's barely even started, and already I'm like, I don't like it. What a wine baby. Okay. No. No. Okay, yes. But that means I gotta cut this again. I think right here. I think I want that to go right there. Okay. Maybe we need like a hatch. I mean, every industrial situation has a hatch cover to something, right? Well, maybe not this one. Okay, what about this? JohnDoeCompany.com. Could this go here or here? I don't know. What I do know is I want this. So I want the 73 to be more dimension than some of the other stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put another layer right on top of the other one. Just like so. Yeesh. There we go. Let go of me. There we go. Yuck. Yucky poo, man. Okay, so I think this needs a couple more things on it before I can call it a complete layer. Oh, I think I'll stick with a theme then. So since I have that there, I think I'll put this maybe actually tucked right there. And then I think I'll add this somewhere. And then I think I'm already going to move on to the next thing. So that means in just a second here, I'm going to do step 2, in case you're wondering what the heck we're doing here. I am going to white gesso over this whole thing now. Okay, let me grab it. And then we have to let this dry. That's why I got 3 of them, so we can do 3 at once. Maybe get some different attitudes going. Oh. Okay. Okay. I stopped talking. Dead air. That is just some must-see TV. Sorry, I stopped chatting. Kind of got into gessoing there for a second. I don't even know what to talk about. I'm a little excited for today's wine. Blackberry from, where does this one come up? Oh, Crow River. From the Crow River Winery. Right here in good old Minnesota. I put on way too much gesso. I kind of knew that when I squeezed the bottle. It kind of blopped faster than I thought it would. That's alright, not too terribly extra though, look. Not too much extra, just a bit. Let's go like that and get rid of it. Alright, I'm going to set this one aside because we need the gesso to dry, and then we'll start another one. Woo! As soon as all 3 of the pieces are started, we're going to open this wine bottle. Oh, I was wondering what happened to you. I thought you were just eating. Did you hear me ask what's for dinner? Because really, that's the important thing, Molly, is that you tell me what's for dinner. Let's see here. I'm going to take off all these extra bits, I think, and use these weird Y thingies. You know what? I need a blade. This ought to be dangerous. I mean, perfectly safe. Oops, not that one. That's way too small. Way. Where is my bigger X-Acto knife? Oh well, we're gonna use this. So, yeah, I forgot what I was saying. So I'm gonna do another industrial one, I think. I do have something a bit more organic in mind for at least one of these things tonight, though. And I don't have some of the frame pieces that I wanted for something a little more steampunky. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what direction these are going to take. I'm just going to kind of go with whatever they do. All right, get rid of that. All right, so I'm going to put these on there somehow, some way. I wonder what these were from. I can't imagine what this was a part of. It doesn't look like anything I know he's printed. Ooh. Mac and cheese, corn on the cob, peas and carrots. That is a lot of comfort food there. I mean, not exactly comfort food, but I mean, mac and cheese for sure is. Corn on the cob really should be. And peas, nobody thinks of peas as a comfort food, but they are a starch. So, you know, I mean, that's like comfort food 101. Good grief, girl. I can't get in there. I made my husband eat tuna hot dish the other day. I told him I'd make dinner, but I didn't tell him what I was making. It's not exactly his favorite, but I haven't had tuna hot dish in a billion years, and I just had a craving. And it is definite comfort food. Honestly, there's no other reason to eat tuna hot dish unless you have it as a comfort food on a cold day, because it's not like it's exciting. It's not like it's an exciting stellar dinner. Oh, that one went easy. Thank you very much. That one went easy. Oh, see, sometimes they're so well behaved. How did that go? How did what go? Oh, making him eat tuna hot dish? He did not complain. As you know, he shouldn't. What if I did... I might put a part of a circle on this one. That's fairly industrial. Back to that piece. I might make this the company.com. And if I only want a piece of a circle, there's a piece. And then there's this and this. And that big one I melted. This looks like an industrial problem. Somebody failed at wiring 101. Well, hello, Mr. Michael. Where have you been, mister? I am doing mixed media tonight. And I've been looking for you. And, this stuff that you see me playing with is a pile of 3D print fails that I am going to turn into mixed media journal covers. Hopefully. I mean, if they're junk, then they're junk, right? If this turns out to be a pile of poo, well, hopefully we had some fun. Are you at work tonight, Mr. Mike? Okay, I think these pieces are going to be my focus for this one. Let's put the wiring disaster Let's put the wiring disaster right here. Oh, goodness. I don't like to hear that. Are you okay now? Your own health things or other people health things, I suppose. Because I don't know if I'm asking if you're okay or if you're, if the other person is okay. Because, you know. Let's see. How about if we do that and that? That. How are all my kids? All my kids are okay. How are all your kids, Molly? I think this should go on here like that somewhere, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait a minute. What if it goes like this? That's kind of cool. I'm going to go with that. I kind of like that. And then whoops, whoops, whoops. No misbehaving. Stay where I put you. How about like that? Or wait a minute. Does this need to be down and this need to be up? All right, all right, all right, all right. I think nope, I liked it better the other way. We're going back this way. I might have to move the circle because I don't like such heavy stuff on the tippy top. I do have another partial circle though, so I wouldn't have to leave it here. That's not the tippy top anyway, but I don't like the bigger, I don't like the heavier objects at the top. I just don't like it. I actually, you know what? I should leave it there and see what it turns out like, because once I do the gesso and we build other layers on top and we add color and all that stuff, it's not going to feel as heavy as it looks right now, right? So maybe this is a really good lesson in 3D stuff placement. Oh yeah, first day of school. Eesh. I used to love the first days of school. You know what one of my very favorite things ever being a parent was? School supply shopping. Just loved shopping for school supplies. All right, I don't know why I just trimmed that part because I don't think I want it after all. But I do think I want this. So do you think maybe this one goes here? I think maybe it does, because I think I kind of like that. What else? I was going to use these parts. I went through the trimming them and everything, and now I'm not sure where I want to put them. So I'm going to not use them. Maybe the next one. Maybe they'll go on the next one. Holler when you're back, Mr. Mike. Holler when you're back. Let's just put this up here because the squiggle can't be the only piece of chaos. We're going to want 3 pieces of chaos. So let's put this piece of chaos right here. And then I'll have to find another. And I'm not gluing any of this down, so I'm causing myself problems there too. Because I don't know if you do collage work, but once you put stuff down, if you try to pick it up to glue it down again, you don't always remember where it was. So this is another piece of chaos, but I don't know if I want it. It doesn't really fill the bill for me right now. This is also another piece of chaos. We could put it in the corner. No, I don't like that. No, let's find some different chaos. That's what we need. How about just a tiny bit of chaos? Look at this tiny bit. I could also tear some off of that. In fact, I think I will, because that one didn't get melted, so it's too tall. But so yeah, now that's not chaotic right there anymore. 'Cause I cut it too straight with the scissors. That's alright. It'll work out, I think. Alright, here's a third piece of chaos. And maybe this one goes up in the corner. And then maybe this one comes down a little. What do you think? What do you think like that? I don't know. I don't know, peeps. I don't know. Oh, that's okay, Molly. I sure appreciate you visiting, even if it's just for a tiny bit. It's nice to hear from you. It's always nice to hear from people. Tis always nice. All right. So I'm going to put that there. I am going to go ahead and put this little piece up in that corner. Whoopsie. I think the next thing that's going to get glued down will be the big circle. All right, and then, wait, we can trim this because it goes, whoops, this is not holding. This one is too lumpy to hold proper. That's all right. It'll all work out in the end. I want that to be a little under, I think. And this was definitely up farther. I think something about like this-ish. So I'm going to trim this off right about here. Right about here. And then let's get some glue going. There we go. Just like so. Okay. And then this piece went about like this, right? And I think I'm going to just move it up so it looks like the circles would touch each other if they were on the same layer. I like that idea. so-ish. Okay, and then this was just a bit of chaos, and since I did that harsh cut, this line right here, I'm going to put that along that same line so that it's less obvious or looks like it's supposed to be like that. Okay, and then this is just sitting in like this. Is it under here a little bit? Yeah, it is. Okay, let me get the glue on this one, and then we're going to gesso this one and set it aside. Then we're going to try something a little more organic. I don't know if it's going to work, but I have some pieces I want us to have a little fun with, so we're going to try some stuff. Well, I mean, that's what we're doing with this too, right? Just try stuff. It's just try stuff night. It's just try stuff. I should have glued the other side down because this is super, super lumpy. I know just what to do about that. Chop it off. That's what. Then move this down. There we go. All better. Conform. I said so. Okay, I'm going to hold this for just a second. This piece is super misbehaving, which is surprising that this little ladder type thing is the stickler. The thing I don't have that I had on the other thing like this that I made is I had a bunch of scaffolding type pieces, and it turned out super cool and kind of steampunky. So I think we're going to have to find stuff like this and chop it apart for the next layer. And I could use this perhaps. If I could get it to straighten out, which I maybe could do without the pancake maker, maybe I can do it just with my heat gun. And then I won't have so many things plugged in to my little extension cord. Okay. Gesso. We're going to gesso this one. Where did I put it? Oh, right in front of your face, lady. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. I have to look at something quick. Hang on. Whoa. Okay. All right, sorry about that. I had to read for a second. Just for a second. I apologize. It's been 45 minutes already, and I hardly have anything done. All right. I think that is a more reasonable amount. We'll see. This one actually might need more because it's got a lot more crevices to get into. So this gesso will help glue some of this stuff down. But I'm not looking for flat. I'm just looking for stuff that won't catch so much that it'll fall apart when it's a journal cover. If it becomes a journal cover. If it in fact becomes a journal cover. There we go. That's what I meant. We'll see what we get, if we get usable stuff out of this. We shall see. Huh, I was right. I'm gonna need more gesso on this one. Maybe. Okay, wait, I'm kind of getting in there enough. Do 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 do. Okay, there we go. All right, I'm gonna hold that for just a second and then we're gonna move on to number 3. And just to tease, number 3 is gonna start with this. It's a kitty head. I wonder if we can then move on to this. I don't know what this was a base to, but it does say Flexi Factory. I'm not sure which Flexi this might have been. Or maybe these things. They look like crocodile heads to me. Or actually, look, I even have a couple of frog feet. Well, that one's not in very good shape, but I do have a couple frog feet. There's a foot outline for some kind of critter. Ooh, I have these things that look like bones. So, I don't know if you caught on to what I'm doing, but I'm thinking I might try to build a critter out of parts. I don't know what part that would be, but I don't know what part that would be either. It looks like a mouth, but I don't think that cat needs giant lips on it. So I guess we'll see. Oh, wait, there's another bone. Alright, that's enough holding on to this. I'm bored silly. Let's move on to canvas number 3. Canvas number 3. Ta-da! Ta-da! Oh, shoot. It's all coming up. Don't come up. Stay on. There we go. Alright, gesso. Canvas number 3. Let's start with a kitty head. I might need some opinions, so if you're on and you're ready to share ideas and opinions, good deal. Well, I think I might do that down there. Ew. Yeesh. And then, what if I... Okay, I already have an idea. What if I cut this from here straight across to here? Alright, and that's the kitty body. I'm gonna have to cut this curve off, though. It's not gonna sit good enough to hold together if I don't. Come on, lay flat, please. Lay flat, please. So, all right, back to this. Kitty body, kitty head. think we need a tail, right? So I don't know if any of this is needed, because what we need is a big swirly bit. Or maybe we make a big tail out of the bone bits. Like so, perhaps? Nope, 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 nope. I don't like that. Can I get it curly enough to get it off the or to make it stay on the page? That is the question. There we go. There we go. What do you think? Well, that was entirely too easy if I'm done, because that took me all of 30 seconds. And I feel like I should have to try a little harder. So what if we put some feet on the cat? So put some toes on the kitty? Let's see if we can use the other one for a back foot. Possibly. I'm having some fun. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure what's going on here. So if I took this extra toe off right here, that could look like a kitty foot, sort of, you know, a froggy style kitty foot. What else could we do? Well, I can put the head up higher for sure. And then I don't know what else. You know what? I like this just the way it is, actually. This is kind of a fun idea, but what this means is it needs a different background. So I'm going to take this off, and we're going to do some old-fashioned, plain old mixed media stuff for just a second. All right, there's all the kitty pieces. And I need some book page. Or, wait, what is this? All right, I will use this. We'll use this right here. So I'll just put this down here. Yes? Ow. And let's see here. I will put this piece down here. I know the kitty is going to be covering most of it up, but that's okay. It won't matter in the end. It won't matter. We just need texture and layers right now. Go like that. Okay, and then, let's see, I think I have something over to the side here that we can maybe use. So I'm looking for, there it is, I'm looking for some mulberry paper that I did some jelly printing on. Let's see if we can use any of these. Oops, wrong side. might use this one. Okay, so no, not that I might use this one. I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna. Let's see here. I'm actually going to glue this whole center section, press this mulberry paper on it, and then I'll tear it off once the glue dries a little bit. So what I mean by that is we're going to do this. Take this page, put it about like so. Make sure that it is pressed into that glue and just let it dry a bit. Oh, goodness sake. There we go. Okay. Well, it's not supposed to be sticking way up there. Why is it sticking way up there? Stop that. Here, I'll just go like this so it doesn't get stuck in every wrong spot. There. That should help. So let's go back to the very first one and see how it's doing. It is definitely drying. It is definitely still quite soggy. So I'm going to pull out the heat gun. I hope for you folks still here or hanging out, it doesn't get too loud. Usually the heat gun is not too terribly loud for this situation. I apologize if all of a sudden it is. But let's see if we can get this to dry a little faster. It might even help melt some of these sticky up pieces down into the page. I'm not sure. Oh, that was kind of fun. I don't know if you could see that because the heat gun might be in the way, but it actually melts it right down to the page. I guess I probably have to be careful that I don't over melt it and just take away all that texture that I wanted. But it was fun to watch. Alright, you know what? If the heat gun is too terribly loud, just say so in chat and I will not use it anymore. But for right now, I'm going to assume it's okie dokie. And we're just going to do this a little bit more, and then we're going to start applying color to this. I got out a couple of different ways to do the coloring, because I don't really know what I want and what's going to work, but we got some cool toys to play with anyway. I want this piece a little down from the edge. There we go. Alright, snuff, snuff. Snuff of that. I think the next thing I want to do before I add color to this one is use this texture paste. If I remember right, this one's gritty? No, it's not. Okay, in that case, let's pull out a stencil or two. This one, or this one, or this one. Yeah, not those. Okay, just one of these three. This one has enough squares on it already, so I don't think I want that one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with that one for this thing. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this texture paste I have, and all of these blank spots, and even over some of the stuff that I did in here, we're going to put some weight in. Oh my gosh, this is so dried out. Come on out of the package. Okay, it doesn't want to come out. Oh my, okay, this should be interesting. So I'm just going to spread this like so right onto the piece. Okay, and then let's do some over here. Oh my goodness. I should not be using this little plastic palette knife, but I don't know where my good palette knife is, so there you go. That's what happens when you do your art in more than one room in the house. You don't really always know where your stuff is. Okay. There's two corners, and I'm going to do another stripe, I think, kind of across right here. Kind of where the 73 goes. Just do a thing right here. If you do texture paste through a stencil, make sure that you then take that stencil and throw it in water. So right off to my left, just off screen, I have a shallow bin on a shelf, and it has a bit of water in it, and my stencils will go straight in there so that I can continue to do the art and do the show and still be able to clean them later. Otherwise, you will destroy your stencils. Destroy your stencils. Good grief. Okay. Now, we got to dry this before we can put color on. So should we go ahead and move to this one? Yeah, I think we should. You know why? Because heating the other one really did help push those wrinkly pieces down into the gesso, which is going to help things stick. And look, this piece needs gluing in a couple of spots. This could use some sticking down in a couple of spots. So let's do some drying and work on this one too. I'm watching some of the bubbles pop. That's good to remember too. It's like when you use a heat gun or a torch or whatever on resin work. I didn't even think of it for this. But it is definitely doing that. Popping some of the bubbles in this big mess. Good to know. to know. I think I will go ahead and add the color to this one right away, because I don't even know what I'm doing with any of these or where they're going to lead to. And I want to see how the color flows around a single layer. I'm kind of anxious about that. Not anxious in a bad way, anxious as in anticipation. I want to see. So, yeah, that's going to be dry enough. There's certainly still some wet spaces inside of this thingy and inside of this one, but I'm not going to stress that because it's going to be dried and wet many more times before it's done. So let's go ahead and add some color to this. And the very first thing I'm going to do is add some darker bits because this will all be pushed to the background later. So we're going to start darker with, I don't remember what I have. If I remember right, I couldn't get the black infusion thingy. So we're going to have to start with, we might have to start with this one, Violet Storm. Violet Storm is a pretty dark color. So let me sprinkle a few bits there and there, I think. No, let's put one right there. And then start spraying. It's time to start spraying, guys. This is the fun part. Ready? Magical. So, I want this stuff to move, so we're going to have to... Oh, that's so cool. Can you see it? I'm going too far out of screen, aren't I? Okay. I will lay it back down. Just hang on. Just hang in there. Hang in there, folks. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I need some more dark, so let's try to add a little Rocky Road in whatever places weren't purple. I'm actually not trying to get individual colors anywhere. It is perfectly okay if this whole thing just turns out a giant mud puddle. I do want to play with all the different colors, but seriously, it just... Let's do the brown sideways. It is still, we're still just on the whole background business. It's all still background at this point. Well, it's also just a big fat mess. Okay, let's put it down. Put it down. Oh my gosh, I just think it looks so cool already. I think this looks so cool already. I have no idea what I'm going to do with this. What kind of journal exactly would this go in anyway? Oh, wait a minute. I actually have I can't remember when it's from. I don't remember what year it was. I have an engineering book coming in the mail. That's where this would go. I want a little more background in here. There's still too much white showing. But gosh, that's a lot of water. That's a lot of water, man. And it's undoing the glue. Imagine that. Glue has a hard time sticking when it's drowning in water. Who knew? Okay, let's pull the heat gun out for this too. I didn't hear anybody say that it's terrible, so, you know, I'll just keep going. My heat gun is strong enough to move that water. Can you see it? Is it working? There you go. Oops. Move. Move. That water won't move. There we go. Got some good downward motion. I'm gonna do this on the back a little bit too. Just to get that. I want to get the glue sticky and the water dried up. I don't know if that's what's going to happen. I may be wrecking the whole thing. Who knows? There we go. Sit. Stay. Alright. Now, I'm going to try getting some more colors in. But I think I'll try for a brighter color. But wait a minute. Maybe it won't be brighter. I actually don't know if either of these blues are very bright at all. We could go for orange though, because, you know, it could be rusty looking, but I want to get a bunch of stuff in these spiderweb bits. So typically you don't need to use very much infusions, but I'm kind of going heavy-handed right now. Hang on a sec. I want to punch this one's hole a little bigger. There we go. Maybe that was too big. Good grief. Good grief. Okay, so now the piles are both severely orange. Let's see what happens when we spray them. Oh my gosh, that one's nearly black. Okay. Color movement. Let's have it move the other way too. All right, you know what? I'm going to plot some of these spots. Ha! Good. Got some texture in there from the napkin. That's funny. That piece is not gonna survive. You need to stay on the paper right there. I might have to get pretty heavy-handed with glue for this piece. Okay. Okay, let's set this one aside to dry. And this time we will bring back... Let's see if it's time to tear the base for the kitty one. What do you think? I think that is just peachy keen right there. And There. Okay, good. I guess I should save the extras in case we need more layers. Like right there, for instance. Let me put some glue there and get this corner filled. And then we can tear up the sides, maybe? No, that's stuck pretty darn good right there. Okay. Oh. So, is anybody still here? Because you know what? It's almost tea time. And if you are still here and are interested in tea time, you should get ready. Let me pull out the kitty pieces. We're going to glue the kitty in place now and then clear gesso over this one. And then we're going to have tea time, or wine time, I mean. So we're going to start with this guy. The thing I'm turning into a kitty body. And now I turned the body around because this side, it'll glue better this way. Oh, there we go. Okay, so the head goes here-ish. And the body needs to come over here-ish. Okay. So the body needs to go right about here. And that's all I really need for a starting point. So let's get this tacked into place. If there is still anybody watching, could you type something in chat, even if it's just like a letter or something? Because I need to see who's here. No, I just need to see if it's still working. I don't mean I just need to see who's here. You can lurk all you want. You be a lurker if you like. Okay. Under this one, oh, for goodness sake. And under that one, look at what a mess. That's my favorite. I think the mess is the best part. Okay, let's see about the head. Okay, that's where we're putting it. La 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 la. 'Tis not Christmas time. Knock that off. I think the kitty, I had this positioned better the first time around. I can't see the page border now because it's all under this napkin. Okay. I'm going to hold on to this stuff while I figure out positioning for the tail. Kitty tail. Wonder if I should use those bones or should I use this stuff? Look at that. Can certainly create whiskers for this kitty out of this mess. I wonder if I can make it curve like a tail though. Here, I have something that'll hold on to this for me. Oh, it's working just fine. Hey, you figured out how to text. Or leave a comment. I mean, I wasn't sure you would know how. Alrighty. found the channel. You weren't sure you'd know how. Alright, let's see if this stuff can curve like a kitty tail. I think I like the bone bits better. So I'm going to stick to that. Well, now I'm curling the tail the opposite direction too. Well, this is like a whole new kitty. Definitely leaves more room for tail curving. Oh, maybe not. I'm running right into his head. Poor kitty. I don't think you can hear it on the stream, but there is a cricket in my studio. This is the second night he's been here. I don't know when he got in, but that's the only time I noticed him was last night. He's just started singing for me. I appreciate it so much. Or, you know, not that much. All right, kitty tail. What? What a mess. What a mess. I need something better to stick this together. It really just does not want to stay. I mean, the only better glues that I have are all highly flammable, so I won't be using those when I have to use a heat gun for the project too. That just doesn't sound like smart planning. I think that I'm going to end up mixing white gesso and clear gesso on this one because I definitely want to blend some of the harsh lines in the background. And I definitely want to cover the cat completely in white gesso. But I don't want to cover the designs completely, like the wording and the colors. So we're going to have to do some tinkering with this one. Okay, here we go. Kitty tail. 1, 2, 3. Good enough. Ah! 1, 2, 3. That's too close. Scoot over. I don't want it so close to the edge of this. One, 2, 3. Good enough. One, 2, 3. Oh. Molly must have run off to put the kids to bed. Molly, did you run off to put the kids to bed? And Mike said he'd be right back and then wasn't right back. Where are you, dear? I mean, if he's at work, he can't help it. Sometimes he's just got to run and go save lives and be a superhero. It happens when you're a Mike. All right, this one will not stay down. Okay, so now we're going to mix up the whole gesso thing. Let me show you what I mean. For this one, I'm going to use my hands quite a bit. So I'm just going to put some gesso on the corner of the paper. And we're going to start with some blending. So right where the two different designs of paper meet, I'm going to put gesso on, the white gesso, and just smudge it. I'm just smudging. It's okay to be a smudger. I don't want my fingerprints in it though, so I have to smudge enough to not leave fingerprints, because we don't need that. There we go. Smooched. Look at all the colors in it from the other pages. I got too many colors on my fans. I got too many colors. Okay, I want to do some smudging around the edges so that we make the edges all kind of fuzziness. Smudge, smudge, smudge. There we go. Smudge next to the kitty. And then just down here where the papers meet, I ran out. I need some more. I also want to cover the cat with the white. So I might need even more because his head is very textured and it might soak up a lot of gesso. Okay, let's see what happens. I suppose we don't have to white gesso his tail, do we? Because it's already white. If I remember right, gesso doesn't really help paint move on 3D printed stuff. I don't know if that's true. I've never tried it for myself. I guess we'll be trying it tonight, but I have heard that. I have heard 3D printers talk about gesso does not help on filament stuff. Alright, let's figure out this bit. If I get some gesso under there, maybe his head will stick better to that. Alright, almost done with this bit anyway. We got to pull out the clear gesso next. I want to make sure that the whole page gets gessoed, that's why. We got a lot of coloring to do, and it just makes the life of coloring better if you are sufficiently primed. Okay, look at that. Ugh. Okay, clear gesso. Rawr! I haven't done a mixed media project in so long. My supplies are like staging a who. They're revolting. Not as in the disgusting part, but as in staging a revolt. Alright. I guess I don't really know how to put that sentence together properly. But I think you get the gist. Alright, here's the clear gesso. course I didn't put enough. Of course I didn't. Because I don't really get this right. It's either too much or too little. Come on. Okay. I do have a lot of territory to cover on this one, though. There's some chunkier pieces on this one. Okay. There we go. I am mixing the white and the clear gesso on purpose. Most of the clear gesso, the white gesso had dried already where I had smudged it. It will be lifted a bit from the wet gesso, the clear one that I'm putting on right now. If it mixes too much, I might lose some of that background. It's fine if I do, but it really shouldn't. Really, it should just end up blended really nice. We won't know till it's dry. We can use the heat gun a little bit if we need to in a bit to get it dry, but right now we are going to move back to this one and get some color on this one. Where do I put the kitty in the meantime? Over here. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, I said it's time to have wine. Oh, it's about time. Look at that. Crow River Blackberry Wine. I am a stupid amount of excited about this. So, we need a glass and we need a corkscrew, and let's get going. Okay. Rawr. It's a little too high for me. I should probably stand up. But oh no. Sorry about that. The handle of the corkscrew ran right into the camera. I should watch what I'm doing. Okay. All right. What about that whole stuff where you're supposed to let it breathe and aerate it and all that stuff? I mean, I suppose this is supposed to be a high enough quality wine where all that stuff would be relevant, but oh, good Lord. Look at this. Okay. Artists like wine, right? It's all good. Let's try this. I'll let you know how it is. Oh, ready? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That is stupid amounts of tasty. Oh, wow. That is so good. All right, I don't even know what to think about that. It is unfortunate that the person who fetched this bottle of wine on my behalf is not here, because she said she didn't get to try this one, and it's amazing. So I'm just going to start on this one with some Rocky Road. I would like to end up with something a bit rusty looking on this one. So starting in the brown department just seems to make sense to me. We're going to do the same kind of things. We're going to get this paint and water to move. And stream through and over and on all the goodies. There we go. Color number 1. Let's do terracotta. Because, I mean, logically speaking, that should be in the rust department. I'm going to do this one a little bit different in that I'm going to hold the paper at an angle to start with and only start the spraying at the top. So the color should run from the top down, and as it hits more of the infusions powder, it should increase in color as it gets closer to the bottom. That's my thought anyway. The paper's too big for me to show you the whole thing, but this is close to, that's the tippy top, so you actually are seeing the whole thing. Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how rusty that is. It looks a little bit more like a bloodbath. Something very terrible happened at this workshop, apparently. Okay. There we go. There's that color. Wait. Let's get that bit. Oh, wait, I found another bit. Wait, I found another bit. Okay, I thought that was it, but no, I had missed a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, now let's do some green. I don't even know why, but I'm thinking there's something to do with green in rusty stuff, isn't there? This one's probably too green because it's called Emerald Isle. But it's fine. Like I said, this is all background still. And that is still true. 'Tis all still background. And we're going to do the same thing with this one. So let me pull it forward enough so you can watch it. There we go. Helps that. There we go. Now you can see the whole thing. Cool beans, man. Cool beans. All right. Here's what we get. What do you think? I think that is pretty stellar, to be honest. And no, I'm not singing my own praises because that's conceited, but I'm saying infusions are a fun and fabulous medium. They are a fun and fabulous medium, to be sure. So, I am noticing, I mean, even before I blotted it, right, that this bottom is not really getting anything. It's because this piece is so thick. So I think I'm going to take, you know what, I'll take the slate blue and see what it does, because I don't remember the difference between these blues. So let's just play with it, because it won't matter too much if it's the wrong kind of color. It won't matter that much. Whoops. Okay, so it's proving to be just black. That's unexpected. All right, let me run it back the other way. Ooh. I'll put it down in just a second, but I kind of love this. I kind of love this. Okay, I was a little worried that it wasn't getting enough down on the bottom because I like the bottom of everything to be the darker bit, so that the piece feels heavier on the bottom than the top, and that color turned out to be extraordinarily dark, but it still did what I needed it to do, so it's fine. You can see that it is supposed to be some kind of a blue. Whatever. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, it is some kind of a blue. Okay. I am going to... no, I'm not. I thought I was going to do something, and then I changed my mind. I'm not doing anything. Lady that answered how the stream is working and said it's working just fine if you're still here. It's just me and you now. Are you having your raspberry beverage? You really should try this blackberry beverage. It is delicious. Okay, let's set this one aside and let the colors sit for a while. And then we'll dry it if we have to. But let's go back to this one, I think. Yeah, this one. Oy. So, what am I thinking here? This one is supposed to be more like an electronic mess, where the other one is more like a mechanical mess. So I'm wondering if there's any colors I should do that would make it seem more electrical, but that's kind of weird to even say. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to add something really bright to this, because electrical things make me think of shocking, right? And shocking makes me think of brightness. I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, yours is also very good. Well, very good. So in that case, let's add Are You Cerise? This one and Black Currant are basically the same color, which was disappointing in that I thought I was buying different colors. But it's exciting because, no, maybe it's the raspberry and cerise. Because it is a beautiful color and I use it a lot. So I think I'm going to try getting a line of, which one did I land on? Raspberry, down this particular part right here. Again, if this gets too dark and doesn't do the bright color thing, it's partly the nature of infusions, right? And it doesn't matter because it's all background at this point. And it's, and it's partly user error. So the nature of infusions is that they do turn brown because they have the walnut element to them, right? The longer you leave them, the more they turn brown. And I'm not aggressively blotting or drying any of this. So it's gonna all turn brown to some degree, no matter what. 'Tis the nature of infusions. But I like that. And then some of it leaked over here and mixed with the colors. Perfectly fine and dandy. I think I will do something similar just with the background over here, but maybe use a different color. So maybe we use What? What else do I have that's even bright? Well, we could try in the navy. We could do more of the golden sands, actually. Whoa, lots of the golden sands, because we got some up here and nothing going on over here at all. So let's do that first. And I'll tip this in the opposite direction this time and let it run up. Upsy daisy. There we go. Ha! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Wait, I'll lay it down. There. There. What do you think? I snorted. I like it so much, I snorted. Okay. I don't like that this pile. Look how, can you see that? Watch. It's like when you step on, when your socks are, if you step in wet shoes, the water gushes. It's gushing. I don't like how little colorant there is on and around this particular piece. So I'm going to soak out some of the water. I know that's pulling up some of its color too, but that's fine. I'm pulling up some of the water and color in this thing so I can add a different something and bring it to the forefront. So what if we turn the wires into green? You know what? I'll do Are You Cerise? Because then maybe I can see the difference between raspberry and cerise. And I will add some sage. So if I don't like it, it should all turn brown and it'll look like a pile of brown wires. There we go. Puddle! Okay. I don't know what I think of it. Alright. Well, I'm gonna let this end drain off a little bit. Just where the masking tape is, because it's making a giant mess. There we go. And we'll let this dry over to the side. And we will work on the kitty some. Let's work on the kitty. What time is it? That's a good question. So I said I would stay for 2 or maybe 3 hours, and it's heading on 2 hours now, and I'm nowhere near done with either one of these. So no matter what anybody else chooses to do, I'm just going to keep sitting here, and I will keep the stream live as long as I continue to make this stuff. So come and go as you wish. If I miss hellos and goodbyes, I apologize. It happens a lot when you're streaming. Okay. So I'm going to have this foot tucked under like so. I forgot his feet, so I'm putting his feet on right now. That one will go tucked under his body. And this one, I think I have to chop a toe off of this one too, because it's not going to work this way. This one would go right here, wouldn't it? I think his back foot would go about right there. Maybe like so. Okay. I wonder why this cat won't stick together right here. It's a little bit weird how much it's... I mean, I don't know very much about different kinds of 3D printing filament, right? So I don't know if these are two different kinds. Like, are the properties different enough that they just won't come together? I don't know stuff like that. But this area right here just does not seem to want to glue, no matter what. It's now got like 2 or 3 piles of glue and 2 or 3 piles of gesso, which should have it good and stuck, but... Alright, let's try this a bit and see if we can move on. Will ya? I don't understand. Okay, I'm gonna do some studying. Because that's just bugging me. And weird. Ow! I just burnt my fingers. I should be more careful. Funny thing about heat guns, they're hot. Okay. Well, hello, Teresa. How are you this evening? What's new and wonderful in whatever the neck of the woods you're in right now? Where are you right now? And look. Look. Crow River Blackberry Wine. Just so you know. Fabulous. That's today's Wine With Me Wednesday beverage. All right. So there is my kitty, and it's dry enough. I am going to take a minute to clean my hands just a little bit because I seem to be getting a tad carried away. So just give me a second to cleanse, and we're going to add some color to the kitty. Alright, that's enough. Let me get a napkin and clear some of this away. Idaho milk and chocolate cake. Oh, it's a classic. It's a classic. I had warm milk and oatmeal cookies yesterday. It was so good. It was so delicious. Okay, there is my kitty, and we need some kitty colors, and I'm not really sure what I want to do here. I think I'm going to do another thing I have never done before, and that is to use infusions with gesso and create a glaze, and I think I'm going to paint the kitty brown. Brown infusion glaze. If I can find something to mix paint on. You would think that would be easy in an art studio, wouldn't you? Rawr. Oh, here. You can use this. It's actually a palette anyway. Imagine that. Alright, let's just do that. Get some Rocky Road. A little bigger. There we go. Get some Rocky Road, and let's get some clear gesso. I think we can use clear gesso with this. Come on. And I think we can create a glaze with infusions and gesso. And we can make a brown kitty. Pretty cool. I'm happy with this. This is nice. I'm gonna need more. This poor kitty is bigger than this, but at least I know it works. I mean, I knew it worked anyway because I've seen other artists do it. Vicky Papiano, I don't know how to say her name, but Vicky, no, not Vicky. Gosh darn it, who is it? Rochelle at Scrap Cozy does this with her infusions all the time. I've just never actually done it. Raquel, not Rochelle. Rochelle is a social worker that I know. Raquel is an artist that I watch on Scrap Cozy on YouTube. Okay, there we go. We have most of the kitty painted. I'll make a bit more and we'll paint each section of the tail. Ow! Ew, I got an itch. There we go. Let's make a tiny bit more. And then I'm going to add some more color to the background. Even though it's not particularly dry, I want some color to go down the sides and under the cat. So we're going to be a little bit more careful this
Cheryl,
time.
Here is your reminder. Time to take your medicine. Cheryl, here is your reminder. Time to take your medicine.
Do you think that it is doctor prescribed to take your medicine with wine? Probably not, but that is what I'm about to do. All right. I kind of want to get the brown down on the sides too because I don't want it looking like a skeletal tail. But it's gonna almost no matter what I do. I mean, how else do you explain the bone-shaped pieces? But if I get it on the sides and in between a bit, will it then look like a more fuzzy tail? I don't know. We'll find out. We shall see. Lots of texture. Lots of texture in this kitty. Okay, that's enough of that. Let's get some of the infusions. Like I said, I want a little across the top, and then I want it down the sides and across the bottom. So this is going to be a little bit more careful than the other two were. The other two were a lot of chaos. So maybe we actually use a different medium for this. And I know just the thing. Let me grab my gelatos. Ooh. Oy. Maybe these will be a little less chaotic. They're also nice and bright. So these colors I have in the background, the bright purple and the dark purple and the yellow, I can do in these same colors here. And maybe they'll stay brighter. That would be a cool feature. So I'm just going to color my gelatos where I want my color to end up. And then we'll spread it around with brushes and water. Trying not to overmix. I will do my best to not overmix because you know what? I almost always overmix. So we'll see. We'll see. I make no promises. Whoops. I just broke the kitty's tail. Sorry, Kelly. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. It was an accident. Let's put that down there and put a dot up here too. And put that over here. Does that look fairly evenish? I can't tell when it's upside down and backwards. Karaoke Ken. Well, hello, Ken. Boy, I haven't seen or heard from you in a billion years. How are you? What's new? Welcome to my channel. Cheers to you as well. Today is Wine With Me Wednesday. My wine of choice today is a blackberry. It's delicious. How about you? What are you doing? I don't know. Fill me in while I paint. Alright, so here's how the gelatos are gonna go. I need some clean brush water is what I need. Hold on a sec. I got 2 brushes soaking and it's a big fat mess over here to the side. I need clean water. Okay. Well, that's not exactly clean, but we're going to go with what I got. So, I'll start with the yellow. Hopefully, by doing it this way, we're going to end up with all kinds of colors, right? Because I am mixing every color in the color spectrum. So we should end up with some greens and some purples and some browns, and we should end up with a lot of stuff going on. Okay, I'll move to the pink. I think it should be next. Working, living a good life, and working a few part-time jobs. You should really come over and visit. I think Michael would like to see you. Do you want to come over and visit next weekend? Oh, I forgot. That's not the right place. There we go. So this should blend into some oranges. When I get into all three color territories, it should turn into some browns. It might even turn some greens. Who knows? In a minute, we gotta let this kitty dry again. Okay. Wait, no, I don't like this spot at all. This is terrible. Let's fix this a bit. Okay. I like that a little better. At least gives me something to work with. There we go. Alright, so I think I'm going to leave this one for a while now. I really need the kitty to dry because we're going to add a bunch of highlights to this kitty. And hopefully he'll look more like a kitty at that point. And that means we need to go back to one of the other two. And I don't remember which one we did last. So I don't know which one's more dry. I think that's the one less dry. Let's go over to this side. Let's do something with this puppy. Blue. I'm roasting. I don't know if this is the more dry one. They're both looking soggy. Let's do some drying, and then I don't even know what to do next. So I think we're going to do the highlighting next, which can really be the most fun part. And if it's not, like if I do the highlighting part and I'm not happy with it, here's the fun part about mixed media and junk journaling and all the things. If you don't like it, cover it with white gesso and do it again. Nothing is the end of the world. Nothing at all. I mean, isn't that the best kind of art? Completely carefree. I think I'm going to do a little dabbing. I'm a little nervous about this because I keep taking off more color than I intend to, but there is a lot of flipping water right here. We might just have to add more color. That's fine. Then so be it. But I'm not going to get anything dry, and I'm not going to be able to move on with all that water stuck underneath the plastic pieces. This one's almost ready to go. This is almost dry enough. I love when you can watch all the, when you're doing this and you're really up close, you can watch all the sections you're trying to dot dry go from the shiny that says it's still wet, and then you can watch it go matte, and you just know that it's gone and it's dry. I love that. It's very similar to when you watch heat embossing change and melt. I love that too. Okay, now I am actually overheating stuff. I'm actually boiling the gesso and the paint and making it bubble up and pop. And I love the texture it's adding, so I'm doing it on purpose. That was fun. That was pretty funny. Okay, so here's what we're going to do next. We're going to make this super fancy in just a minute here. I don't want turquoise. I don't want violet. I don't think I want red, blue, gold. I bet I want gold. What's the last one? Must be green. It is. So I think I'm going to do this one in gold. I don't know how this is going to turn out, as I say over and over and over tonight, because I haven't used this paint in years, literally. So I don't even know if it's any good anymore. We'll find out in just a sec. Whoops. All right. Not too shabby, really. Not too shabby. We're going to need some more of that. I did squish too much of it in that one area because I could not see what it was doing at first. That is unfortunate. So it's too clumpy right there. But it's okay. Okay, the pouncing is working, but I need to be more careful. I'm not very good at careful. Careful is not my forte. So I happen to know that there's a 73 in here. Let's see if we can use this gold to find the 73. I think we can. I think we need more. Okay, here we go. It is not showing up as much as I wanted it to. I'm bummed. I'm a tad bummed. It's alright. I'll figure it out. Go back to that whole thing where if it doesn't work, just put more layers on. It'll all work out in the end. It's mixed media after all. Okay, let's see what we got. Do we like this or do we hate this? What do you think, guys? I don't know what I think. Right now it's still a big fat mess. And I don't know what it will look like until it's actually cut out. But I don't think it's done, so I don't know if I should cut it out. Maybe I should go ahead and cut it out. Maybe this one is done until it gets on a book and has a focal point, right? Except I kind of want to add... I kind of want to add another metallic bit. I don't know if this one will work. I'm going to try this. I'm obviously going to try it. I have it out and I'm coloring, so there we go. But I think I'm going to put this really heavy right here. And maybe a couple other blank spots. Maybe just farther down the page right here. And maybe in one of these empty cells in the slide kind of thing. And then maybe just along this edge. So this is Gelato's, and I just used it a minute ago, of course. But the point is, it's another thing that just moves with water. So I'm going to wake it up. And then I'm going to spray it like I did the other stuff. And we're going to let this one just run down the page again. So here we go. Ken, Teresa, you guys still there? Let's see. Oh, I see another place that could use this. Right here. Okay. And we'll let this one run down too. All right, I think I am going to go ahead and cut this one out because I really don't know where I would go with it next anyway. And I think it really is at the point where it will need a focal point and a book to call home before anything else should be done with it. So let's find out if that's true. The way we find out if that's true is getting it off of its base. I cannot see for the life of me anymore where the guidelines are for this project. So I don't know what's going to happen if I try to cut it or get the tape off. You really shouldn't do that until it's dry. But I, as usual, am way too impatient to wait. So I'm not going to wait. I'm going to risk everything and we're going to see what happens. Okay, that one worked. Yay! Oh, you are still there. Hello, Teresa. All right, I was just checking. I never know if things are still working or not, so. Oh, all right. All right, wait a second. I didn't know I switched tape direction. I try to do it in one direction so when I take it off, it doesn't stop me like this one is. But you know, apparently I was not paying any attention whatsoever to what I was doing. Okay, there we go. Whoa, stop right there. Oh, okay, that's the right corner anyway. All right, there we go. Oh, that is definitely a mess and not a very big success. I do know what I want to do, so we're going to let this dry as it is, and we're going to try another step and see if we can get, see if I can get happier with how it looks. And I know just the thing to try, but I won't tell you till we get there. All right, I need my puppy pad back. Now, this one. This one is kind of the same boat. I have never done things like this before, so I have no idea what to do next. None. Let's do some drying and pour some more wine. I can have a little more, but not much, because I have to have a glass a day. Well, I don't have to, but that's what I'm doing. I'm going to see if a glass of wine actually does do any good for your health and spirit and what have you. I don't know if it's true, but it's a good excuse to try blackberry wine, and gosh darn, it's delicious. So, you know, there's that. Ow, 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 ow. Okay. I'm kind of liking making stuff bubble up and pop. It's just fun. I don't know that you're supposed to boil and burn your mixed media projects, but why not? Look at that. Can you see it? It's like a science experiment. Okay. All right, so I'm going to try the same thing on this one, only this time we're going to use a different medium and a different color altogether. And I don't know how this will go either. Same thing I've said all night long, because I'm doing all kinds of stuff I've never done before so that we can experiment with all kinds of toys. But this is liquid copper gilding. So same concept. I'm going to try dry brushing it only on the highest areas of this thing. But there's a lot of it that's really flat because it's flat stuff. And I still want to catch the edges. So I don't know. We'll see. Wait, I got a lot more mixing to do. It's got a lot of settling. It has done a lot of settling. Alright, let's just give it a try. This is another product that ended up being packed away and not touched for ages and ages. And I'm not really sure how to use this one with this. I'm not sure how to use this one with what? With a sponge. I'm not sure how to dab this one with a sponge. So I guess I'll pour some in there. Oh my gosh. So this should only be used in a well-ventilated area. So now Teresa, this is not only drunken art, this is now also stoned art. Yikes, man. Whew, the fumes on that one. I will not use the heat gun to dry this one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we have a giant pile of copper wire though. That's super cool actually. I can't not love that. Oh, I smashed too hard though over there. Now let's see if I can just get some edges. Whew. Wow. Yeah. Okay. I should move this one to the garage. It's actually making my head a little dizzy. That's probably not good. Okay. Okay, things are interesting in the art studio this evening. Oh, I kind of love copper gilding. I don't love squishing my brush too much though. That was dumb. I want some all along the edges. Okay, sorry I got quiet for a minute there. I was having too much fun trying to get all the spots gilded. All right, this is probably garbage now. This is obviously not a water-based paint. So I don't think this is coming out of my paint tray, and I don't think this is coming off of this sponge. Well, you know, live and learn. Or live and remember. I mean, I obviously knew that once upon a time when I first bought this gilding stuff. Okay. I'll throw that brush away. No. Actually, I shouldn't. Should I? Does anybody know what things cause spontaneous combustion? Is that only like linseed oil? I don't know. I might just take that out to the trash when we're done. Because, yeah, I'm not joking about the smell for that one. That one's crazy. Here, wait. I did say I didn't like this one anymore, so I might as well use the rest of this. Adding some to this. I will add some copper to the gold. Hey, Junie, I hear you, but I can't come to the door. All right, we will call that one done. Set that aside, and now we have to peel this one apart. Because, again, I have no idea what to do with this until it's turned into a journal and it has a thing to finish it. I have no focal points for these. They're just kind of playtime. And if I get a usable book cover out of them, all the better, right? But it's not necessary. Maybe it's just learning night. Maybe it's just learning day. All right. Oh my gosh, I love this one. I don't like the other one very much, but I just think this one's a hoot. Yeah. I love this one. What do you guys think? Do you like this or no? Is it just me? It might just be the fumes. Maybe it's just the fumes. All right. I need to set this one aside and we need to get back to that poor kitty. Hi, kitty. This one, I know all kinds of stuff we can still do. And he is not dry yet. So again, let's pull out that heat gun. It's gorgeous. Oh, you like that one too, huh? Yeah, I do like that one. I'm happy with one so far. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, I will for sure get one book cover out of this adventure. The kitty remains to be seen. This was just some silly idea I had, so I am really okay no matter what happens with the cat. Ow! Except I didn't mean to pull out his little foot. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, little kitty. Yow. Ow. Hot stuff is hot. Ow. Where did that pliers go? I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. His chin will still not stay down. I don't know what I'm going to do if this guy just will not hold himself together. Stay down, kitty. Oh, hey, it's starting to stay down. Good. Okay, here's what we're going to do next for the cat. I need to pick a very light and or bright color because we're gonna do the same concept, right? The dry brushing, but it can't be the iridescent paint. It can't be the infusions. It can't even be a gelato. So I think I'm gonna have to pull out an acrylic. And I think I'm just gonna go white. It should really be a cream color brown, shouldn't it? I'll put it in the brown infusion, and maybe it'll turn into a cream color. Don't make it too dark. You're gonna overmix. You're gonna be mad at yourself. Okay, just like that. Now, let me get another pouncer, and let's pounce this kitty. There's some kitty. There's some kitty. His tail doesn't have a lot of texture. Those little pieces, those little connector pieces. Oh shoot, wrong one, Feldman. These are little connectors for something my son printed, and they don't really have a lot of texture to them, so I'm just gonna have to brush it a little bit. Hopefully it'll look like, you know, a tail, a furry tail, when it's done at some point. I need to get more paint in there. That's way too much. I do not need that much, but here we are. So I'm painting a cat with a brush that has cat hair stuck to it while there's a cat crying in my window. Kind of want the center to be lighter, but I didn't want it to be... I overmixed again. Absolutely no one who knows me is shocked. Okay. See if I can be a little more subtle with this lightest color on his tail. There we go. I'm not sure if I'm going to put a face on this cat or how I would even go about putting a face on this cat. It might happen. I kind of doubt it. But if I figure out something clever, it just might. But what if I did... Okay, hold on. Hold on. What if I did... What if I did something like just beads? Oh my gosh. Okay, these are way too little, and now make it look like... I'm not sure what that makes it look like, but now that cat is... There's something terribly wrong with this cat. So not that. Not that. What if I just did something like this? Way too big. Really. But kind of pretty. I mean, it's an idea, right? It's an idea. Still looks like a really scared cat. What about... Actually, those don't lay flat. This might... This won't sit flat either. I'd have to put these on a different way, but I could do like that. These are some big fancy buttons. Or I could do these. These are brads. That wouldn't sit flat either, but that could go straight through and lay down. Let's see here. I wonder if I can get this to lay down so we can see if this would even work. Ow. These are a little sharp, so I could put super fancy brads on there. and put those through for eyes. I could do a square one for a nose. No. I could do an oval one for a nose. No. That's dumb. Well, anyway, I have options. So I totally could do eyes. I totally could do eyes of some sort. I could also use snaps. Oh, here we go. There we go. How about gold eyes? Move it, you. Oh, there we go. There we go. Could have gold eyes on the kitty. Wow, that is a glow-in-the-dark cat, man. Okay, I'm done playing. Let's move on. I have kitty eye options, and I'm going to leave those two out because I really, really liked those two. But here's what we got to do now. I have to reach up behind me and grab my watercolor pencils because we're going to start doing some finishing touches on the kitty page. And we're going to use watercolor pencils to do it. So, one of the first things I want to do is get some new water, I guess, because what a mess. I'm so happy with this brush cleaning thing I bought. It was super cheap. I think it's for kids, but it's got this water bottle on it. And then it's got a little well for cleaning your brush, and it has a button because it's on top of a tank, and you push the button and the dirty water goes down into the tank, and then you can then you get new water from the bottle. It automatically fills the new water. I just love it. I think we're going to do purple shadows. Because this is fun and whimsy anyway, so we don't need to be realistic. So I think fun is the way to go. Except that I don't see my pencil sharpener. And this purple is not very sharp. Okay. I think I put my pencil sharpener in a go to the hospital kit. I built me a go to the hospital kit. That was such a good idea. My own version of a go kit. just a not very fun one. Not very adventurous. Okay, let's get this thing ready anyway. Let's put some shadows around this kitty and do some fun blending stuff. Why? Because we can, that's why. I have decided that the color of whimsy is purple. In this particular case, it's kind of proving purple and brown because there are bits that aren't dry yet. And I am super happy with that because I'm wondering if that's going to make him seem fuzzy. I am actually just going to continue what I'm doing and outline all around this guy before I do any blending, because I already know that I want it all the way around anyway. And the whole thing is gessoed, so I can reasonably expect that the colors are going to move the way I want them to. Tis reasonable to expect that this will work out just Lovely. If I'm wrong, then don't copy this. It's a bad method. Remains to be seen. For sure. Okay. All right, let's get to moving some color. All right. So far, that's looking just the way I want it to. We're doing all right here. I have way too much color up here. Let me grab a napkin. Definitely got carried away right here. Don't want that much color. There we go. Okay. Okay, that's looking better. Too much color again. Just dab some off. It'll be all right. It'll be all right. Look at us picking up some of that. Obviously there's some infusions crystals that didn't get incorporated. I kind of love that. I kind of love it. Too much color again. Not enough water. Keep turning the paper. I hear you, Suni. Echo. Can you send a message to Justin?
Okay, Cheryl. What's your voice message for Justin then?
Justin, I am still alive, but Suni is crying in the window. Is there any chance you're available and can see if she'll come in for you?
Got it. Ready to send?
Yes.
Sending now.
I don't even know if she'll come in for Justin. We'll see. If not, I think we might have to end soon, or at least give me a minute to go get the poor kitty, because she wants to come in. Funny thing is, she just comes in for a snack and then she wants to be let right back out again. Crazy girl. Alright, we got a nice shadow all the way around this kitty. I'm very happy with the way that it turned out so far. I'm not happy with the way I wrecked this kitty's face in the middle. So I may have to do a handful of recoloring on the kitty face, but I'm going to try this quick. I'm going to try getting a bunch of water in here and dabbing it and seeing what I can pull up. Do 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 do. Yeah, I don't really like what I've done to this poor kitty's face. Kind of a bummer, but we'll fix it along the line somewhere. Maybe I'll just fix it right now, because I bet I can just take the dauber brush and get some brown going. Again, right? I'll just do a bit of Rocky Road in that same section. Let's see if I can... Nope. That's yuckier still. Oh, hum-de-dum-de-dum. Okay, we're gonna do melted chocolate acrylic paint instead. Because I am really, really unhappy with what I've done to this poor kitty's head. Okay, there's what I was hoping for. Let's go all the way around and see if this worked. Yes. There is a decent amount of dimension, a little bit of fuzziness, and what? I was gonna say something. Oh, and it highlights his face. So if I do put eyes or a nose or a something on there to make a kitty face of some sort, his face will be highlighted. Let's see if that's face enough. Is that enough kitty face? I think it will be, yeah. Okay. Alright, there is a bunch of kitty silliness there. No, the next part is going to be inside the kitty shading, just around his face and his feet. And I'm gonna do black and hopefully get it dark enough to show up on this little guy. Yeah, I think that'll show up. I think this will work. I'm not left-handed, can you tell? It is hard to get paint to behave on 3D print mistakes. It doesn't want to spread quite properly. Little in the corner there. Let's put a little in the corner there. Make this shadow extra dark. Make this shadow extra dark. I think right here as well. And then around his feet. Get off of there. You don't belong there. In between his toes. Too much paint. Come back here. Alright, I am going to do a little like this. Give this kitty a place to sit. Let's give this kitty a place to be sitting. And get around to this other foot. in between his toes. Good job, kitty. All right, let's get that black to move a little bit. Oh, jeez. Okay. Oh, she scared me to pieces. Guess what? Suni got let in. Oh, sorry if I yelled in the microphone. I don't know if I did, but she scared the bejeebers out of me. Suni, you scared the bejeebers out of me. There is no room for a kitty up here. I'm sorry, but this is my desk, not your desk. My desk. Honestly, she doesn't seem to care if I think it's my desk. Okay. I do believe I have overmixed again. Let's do that and that. Okay. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. I don't know what I want to do now. Do you suppose this one's ready to... Excuse me, dear. Did you want something? I think I'm going to tear the frame off of this one too, because I'm right back where I was with the other ones, is I don't know what to do next anyways. So let's find out what we got under here. I mean, it's hard to really see them well until you get all the gunk away. So here we go. That is not right. Hang on. Maybe this one. Okay, I'm going to start on this side. Excuse me, Suni. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Oh my gosh, tonight's mess is going to be something else to clean up, I can tell ya. I have created quite the disaster area. Suni, just stay where you are, honey. Do you want a drink? Here. It's way under here, honey. Good luck. Don't spill it, honey. Okay, hang on. I'll tear some more off in just a second. Yeah, that's your water. This particular cat drinks out of a crystal ring dish on my desk. That's where she gets her water. Not all the time, but a lot of the time. She insists on drinking out of this crystal dish on my desk. I pulled too fast and wrecked part of my picture. We gotta fix that. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna fix the edge that I just wrecked. Too funny. This cat kind of cracks me up. This cat cracks me up. Okay, what am I looking for? I need a much skinnier brush. Where's my tinier brush? Okay. Guess I can use this same one. I'm just gonna do some shading on the side of the cat's head to fill in this spot that I broke. And to make sure I do it with, or try to make sure I do it with a straight line with the rest of it, I will hold this in place and hope that the water doesn't seep under too terribly. And I will have my grubby little paws out of the way in just a second, and we can see how I did. Hang on. Hang on. Now it doesn't look right, so I gotta continue this color a little bit around. Okay, let's blot that in a speck. Come here, you. Nope, I waited too long. Now it's dry. Oh my goodness, it's getting late. It must be almost time to end because I'm starting. I mean, it's one thing to be learning stuff and make mistakes, and that's fine, right? That's what tonight was all about. But it's another thing if you just start doing things that you already know are wrong and aren't gonna work because you're not able to think properly anymore. I think that's where I've hit. I think I've hit the, there we go. I think I have hit the threshold of how much you can do at one time without letting your brain clear. So I incorporated a new color to fix that edge that I broke. And by incorporating a new color instead of one that I already had, now I'm not happy with the, word I can't think of. Now I'm not happy with some other things in the picture. So I need to add more of that new color to make sure it all gets balanced. I'll just add some on this edge, I guess. That should do. Let's see. That should fix it. We'll check. Let go. There we go. These brush strokes are too harsh.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't even ask you to help me with that. So that's fine. I didn't ask you, lady. All right. I don't think I'm going to get any better. I'm just getting frustrated at this point. I can't get what I want. I can't think of how to do it. So, yeah. I think we're going to have to end for now. And I'm going to have to give this cat a lot of thought because I don't know what to think of this at all. That's hilarious to me. But he might get eyes. Like so. And so. And he might get a nose of some sort. Who knows? There. All right, there's my kitty. He might get some eyes. Excuse me, I need this. Suni is sitting on one of the projects. This one, I don't know that I care for this one. I don't know. Oh, you know what? I do have one more thing to do, and I think I'm going to be okay doing this. I am going to take straight up white and do some more dry brushing on this one. And hopefully I am careful enough to just create some highlights, because I think the problem that I'm having with this one is how terribly muddled it is. I am way too impatient to do stuff like this usually. Way, way, way too impatient. Yep, I just messed it up. Okay. Let's get rid of some of that. Maybe I can save the day. It just has too much paint on it. I don't know if you can tell, but dry brushing is not my strength. I do it, and I can do it successfully, but you need to have patience. It's not about putting layers of color on. It's about slightly catching little bits, and I do not have the delicate touch for that sort of thing. I still didn't get my 73 out of it, but I think I know what to do with that too. So we're going to do that too before we end for the day. Okay, so I think that pulled out a bunch of stuff. I think the other end of the problem is that there's not enough distinct dark colors. So I'm just going to take that black and put black in some of the really deep places that got missed. So for instance, I can get my 73. Well, not if I put it in and take it right back out again. That was a little heavy-handed. What, me? Heavy-handed? No. Say it ain't so. Okay, now I'm just being ridiculous and over-mixing yet again. Let's do some blending in there as well. Okay, now I'm gonna try getting the black to run down in between these bits by starting it up right here and respraying this whole piece, which could be a really big bad idea, because I'm not sure what will happen to all these other colors. I know that some of them are not water reactive, but I don't know what is and what isn't. So let's watch. Let's see what happens. Ready? So I got some in between the bits, and we're gonna. Oh, I better put the cat aside, or we're gonna wreck our kitty. Where's my spray bottle? I know it's here somewhere. We used it all night. Suni, could you be sitting on a spray bottle? I suppose you could be. Oh, you're hiding it. Okay, she wasn't sitting on it, but it went behind her. Okay, so here's the test. We're going to activate the black and then let it run, hopefully between stuff. Not bad, actually. What do you think? Yeah, not bad, actually. Okay, I'm going to put a little more, though. I'll start it at the next juncture, because I would like to have it run down a little farther. And then heavier in some places than others. So why don't I go heavier on the outside edges? And where it runs into this thingy, whatever this thingy is. All right, let's try that. Ready? Activate. Run. Okay, I can see a giant chunk I missed right here. And go. Go. All right. What do you think? I think that's much better. I might not hate this one when we're done. I might not hate this one. I might not hate this one after all. It may be redeemed. Whoops. Okay, this one goes the other direction, so I'm going to have to be a little careful. I don't mind if it runs together, but I do want some indication of opposite, or, opposite orientation to stay, hopefully. Hopefully. I really, really, really need a pencil sharpener. I think I have another black. Hopefully it's sharpened, because I don't know where my pencil sharpener is. Okay, ready? Activate and drip. 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 There's part of it that just won't go. Go! There we go. Oh, that was funny. Okay. Okay. There we go. And I need this one to go back the way it went. There we go. Good job. Okay. All right. Now, let me see if the other black pencil is any better sharpened. I think I have another black. What is this? No, that's burnt umber, and it's not sharpened at all. Oh, okay, wait, maybe it's this one. Rawr. Ah, it is ivory black, and it's got a little lead on it. Good. We're looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna, same concept down here. This time we're going to turn it upside down. Run stuff in the other direction. Aw, I broke off some of my texture paste. That's no good. Okay, Let's activate this. Hold on a second. Hold on a sec. Well, okay. Let's see. Alright, I don't know what that was. Sorry for the delay. Let's activate this. Get that to move. 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 Alright, so a few more places, like right here. I need clean water. Suni just loves this this paint thing that I described to you. She seems to think it might be her very personal water trough, although she hasn't tried yet. But every time I do what I just did and let the dirty water drain, she stares the thing down. Like she just wonders if she should try it. I can't imagine that watercolor paints would hurt her, but I can't imagine that it's good for her to be drinking watercolor paint water. That doesn't sound like a good idea. And she hasn't done it yet. She still prefers her crystal dish, but, you know, someday she might get over tempted and just have to have water out of my paint brush cleaner. Lots more black pencil, because this is totally working and making me not hate this piece nearly as much as I did a little while ago. Whoops, what's under there? Get out. I don't think this thing is going to dry for like a month and a half. There's so much water in this puppy. So much water. Whoops, and I'm just going to add more. Activate. Activate. Run all over the place. There we go. Stop. I don't want it to get too muddy, and it's getting too muddy already. There we go. There we go. The only way to make this not get so muddy is if I wait till it dries to do more. So I'm going to do that, and I am quite hopeful. I am quite hopeful that in the end I will not hate this, but it's going to take a bunch more finagling for this one. So there we go. I'm going to move some stuff. We're going to cut these out and see what we ended up with, and then we're going to be done for the night. Ooh! Oopsies. Oopsies. All right, let's move the heat gun out of the way. Let's put the watercolor pencils away. That space is not for you, Suni. Stay where you are. Stay, honey. Stay right where you are. Thank you. I'll put these bottles on the shelf they belong on. Put the acrylics in their box. Put the infusions somewhere not here. I am a little disappointed that I didn't use tons more 3D print fail scraps. And I think it means that I have to work harder at using them up and creating layers with them. In fact, maybe this one will end up with more layers. Maybe I will add a whole nother layer to it and do the whole thing again. I will make sure to let my layers dry though, because that's how this one got so muddy, not letting them dry. Alright, this paint is dangerous. I need to put it somewhere. There we go. I need to keep it somewhere where I remember that that's not safe. I should actually just label it. It's got a label, of course, but it's so small I can't read it. So I should put a bigger label on it saying, this is a bit toxic, lady. Puppy pads. Best accidental purchase I ever made for the art studio. Highly recommend puppy pads. I have the same box I got by accident. I don't know, must be 5 years ago now. And I'm still using them. Alright, ready? Oh, actually, we shouldn't do this one. We should give this one a minute to settle. Because trying to cut it right now would just rip the thing to shreds. Suni, you need to stop, honey. Stop. Seriously. Suni, please. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but my cat is a bit needy right now. Oh, jeez. Oh, okay, everything's fine. Fine, it's fine. Okay, she scared both of us to death. I'm sorry about that. But this was sitting on my desk facing up, and it is a steel plate. And she tipped it over. She did not get hurt. It didn't hit her. It just landed on my desk and is very loud. All right. Here we go. Final result for this one. Well, final till it gets a home. I mean, you have to imagine that this is going to have other colors added to it because it will have to match whatever book it's in. It will get a focal point of some sort. It might get a sentiment or a title. You just never know, really. You just never know. Okay. I wish I could do this all the time. I wonder if there's a market for partially finished cover art. I don't think that's a thing, but I want to invent it. I'll just sit and make messes all the time, and then people can buy them and turn them into something fabulous. All right, I'm going to pull down my sample book, my sample journal. There's what it would look like on a book cover. Oh, kind of love it. Wait a second. I think we need to see this one. Hold on. I think we need to see this one with a dark brown edge. Almost. Almost. Okay, now let's see what it looks like. This one is so cool. I keep saying I should be done because I'm not thinking very clearly anymore, but I really, and I mean really, want to try a little bit of low light on this one as well. So I'm just going to try a tiny bit. At least that's what I'm saying right now. And see if I like it. But what happened to my brush? I mean, I was just using it like 2 seconds ago. Huh. I don't see my brush. I mean, there are brushes here on my desk, but not the one I need. And I was just using it. Well, okay. Let me find a different one quick. Let's try this one. Okay, I'm just gonna try there, maybe a little under there. Maybe a little right, I mean, just in all of these, shoot, just in all of these thingy jobbers. Under and in. This one really didn't need much help, but I think this is fabulous on here as well. I mean, highlights and lowlights are always, they always add so much, don't they? So it's not like it's a big surprise that it makes a difference. Of course it does. I just loved this one already and I didn't think I would do more to it. So, surprise! Okay. I ran out of things to say. Are any of you guys watching Only Murders in the Building? I mean, no spoilers if you are, because I haven't watched the latest episode. But, so don't tell me nothing. I just wondered if you're watching it. And Teresa, if you get to watch Only Murders in the Building, if you like it, that is, right? Oh wait, no, it's going to be a trivia question. I discovered that they have junk journals in the show. And I didn't realize it the first time I watched it. I was surprised. But Meryl Streep's character has a junk journal. I was doing this the first time I watched it, so I don't know why I didn't notice that it was a junk journal, but I didn't. And sure enough, it is. Okay. I only said I said I was just going to try a little bit, and I just keep doing it. So whatever. I like doing it, so I'm just going to work, I guess. I'm just going to keep working. Because I want to, apparently. Can't be any better reason, right? Oops, too much butter. Where's a napkin? Okay. There's some more. There's some more. Some more. All right. Let's look at it again. Now, what do we think of that for a book cover? I think it's very shiny. That's what I think. I think it is quite shiny, and I may have got a little overexcited about the what? About the copper gilding. I may have liked the copper gilding a little too much. But it does really pull off the idea of a pile of copper wire. Which I hope. Oh, you know what? I was going to say I hope it goes with the engineering book that I got so that I can do a bit of a more masculine journal, right? I mean, it doesn't have to be masculine. Engineers are women too. Hello. That's not what I meant, but I am trying to get more gender neutral stuff because of where some of my journals go. They go to people I don't know, and the need that I'm trying to fill is could be men or women and boys or girls. So I'm hoping that this book that I got on engineering will make some really cool pages. The mathematical equations and the charts and stuff in it are just cool as all get out for those of us who love this kind of stuff. But I forgot, I'm trying to make an electrical sort of mess here. And the journal that I got, or the book that I got to go into journals is Steam Engineering. It's a tad outdated. But steampunk. I suppose I could add gears to this though, couldn't I? I could just add some gears to this very same cover. This is a good base for steampunky stuff. So I think I could totally do that. We'll have to see. I'll decide when it gets here. If I think it'll work or if I'm going to have to do a different steam cover. Okay, I like it better now. I like it even better now. Let's set that one aside and set my practice book aside, and we'll pull this one out and see what it looks like when it's all cut up. Okay, cut out. Right there-ish? Sure, why not? Oops, oops, oops. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Look what I did. I cut this thing apart. It'll be alright. I'm gonna pull this part off and cut this. It wasn't dry enough. And it's still not dry enough. Let's get down to this paper so I can fix this. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. I'm still going to cut this out. How stubborn is that? I already know it's too wet. I already wrecked one side of it. But since I already know I have to fix it, I won't mind if other parts or if other sides get all raggedy like this too, because that can totally be a feature, not a flaw. Totally, totally. In fact, since that part's ripped up, I might have to on purpose rip up the other sides. I won't yet, because I haven't decided exactly how to fix my mistake. But I am not worried about it. Okay, almost done. Almost done. The plastic piece is set outside of the... Oh, shoot. The plastic piece from the 3D printing is outside the frame of the journal cover. So this... Oh, it cut super easy though. Okay, good. I was going to say this is an experiment too, but that was easy peasy lemon squeezy. Okay, so now this top corner and edge are a big fat mess. And I don't mind it one bit. I will just make more messes on purpose and it will turn out supposed to be that way. But let's try it on the journal and see how it looks. I'm making a mess of my journal cover. Yeah, this one still needs quite a lot of work. I don't care for this one still, although I did figure out some ways to make it better. Like I made that area better and stuff, so I haven't lost all hope for it, but I don't like it very much. I don't like it very much. I also don't like that I am completely messing up my practice journal. Or my pretend journal, I should say. My demo journal. Alright, last one. Let's cut out the kitty. Oh, must be bedtime. It's a good time to get done. Much better. Look at that. Ow. I just poked myself with the blade. That wasn't very smart. Okay. Let's look at this on the journal. And then we're done. Oh gosh, this guy's so funny. Oh, I don't know what I think at all about this poor kitty. That's very glary. I'm a little surprised how glary that is. I don't know what's going to happen to any of these. I did end up with one book cover I like. I ended up with one book cover I think I can fix. And I ended up with this cat that I'm not entirely sure how I feel about this cat at all. It's entertaining. This isn't entertaining, kitty. Okay, that is a clear indication that I need to call it a night. I'm gonna skedaddle. Thanks for hanging out with me. For all of you people who came and went, any of that kind of jazz, right? Anybody who was here along the line and anybody who watches in the future, thank you very, very much. Please hit the thumbs up. It helps a ton. And you guys did leave comments. That also helps. Do that on any or every channel that you find value in. Good night, and I will see you next Wednesday with new projects and a new wine.